Thank you so much, Justice Christopher, for giving your time today. How is your experience being a part of this conference, being at the Jara Fort, and associating with the ILA?
Well, thank you very much. I'm glad to be here. I'm having a wonderful experience, both in India with my wife, traveling, and now here at the conference. It's a wonderful conference, I can tell already, just from yesterday's presentations. I like conferences like this very much because it's not just kind of nuts and bolts, how do you do X, how do you do Y, but it's why do we do X, why do we do Y? Challenging our thoughts, challenging our assumptions in how we do insolvency and how we maybe be able to do insolvency better. So it's always good to be with such brilliant people who are such deep thinkers. So I'm very excited about it.
These conferences are important for promotion of mediation as an area, and I believe, yes, in USA that it has been existence from past 30 years.
Yes, we've had mediation in the U.S. for some time. It came slowly to the insolvency world because it doesn't really fit the paradigm of, plaintiff versus defendant civil litigation, which is how it started. But it is now become, I would say, commonplace, and it's working very well. But it was a slow way to get there in the U.S., and I expect it's a slow way to get there here in India, perhaps, and certainly other jurisdictions that are thinking about incorporating it into their insolvency laws. So the important thing is to share your experiences with mediation and your successes and your challenges so that people understand what it's about. As I said in a different context yesterday, lawyers are risk adverse. They do not like to be the first person to try something new. Why? Of course, they have clients. They don't like risk. So having conferences where people can hear about your experiences with mediation, I think helps them take the next step of being able to recommend it to their client.
Okay. In your experience, have there been instances which you would like to share where the mediation was quicker, easier, and creditors have benefited from the same?
Yes, I have several in my career that I could talk about, and I'd like to speak very quickly about a recent commercial mediation in connection with a bankruptcy, which was a case out of Texas, where it was a company who had been running healthcare in prisons, and they'd been very bad at it, and I don't say that lightly. People were hurt, some people were killed, so they had been faced with a lot of lawsuits, and that forced them into a bankruptcy. And when I came aboard, they weren't even close to getting a deal done. And 7 months of intense mediation, and just last month, they confirmed the plan with 100% creditor support. And the case is now moving forward. And there's $100 million for the creditors to recompense themselves for the awful things that happened to them. So it's a huge success. Would never have gotten there without mediation.
Perfect. Thank you so much for sharing this instance. What do you look forward in this conference?
I look forward to listening and not speaking. Don't mind speaking, but I have found as a mediator, it's a very important skill. As a judge, it's a very important skill. Probably as a person, it's a very important skill. To be quiet, to listen, and to hear what others have to say, and to do that with an open mind. And that's what I'm going to do today after I'm done talking to you and doing all the speaking. And hopefully I'll take something away from it. I certainly expect I will.
Thank you so much for giving your time, and listening is an art, and I'm glad we had this conversation.
Yes.
Thank you so much.